Welcome back to the Infamous Goats podcast.
I'm Celis,
I'm Josiah.
and this is where we give you our weekly perspectives of pop culture, sports, and entertainment. Josiah, our first movie review in over a year, bro.
Well, wait, what was our last movie review?
I want to say Aquaman.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's been a minute. I don't think we did. I think that was the only movie in 2024.
Yeah. We had plans talking about doing a movie review for Deadpool, but we saw Deadpool when we went to Flashback Weekend.
That was Flashback Weekend.
So it's like with that content coming out, it was like kind of impossible to sneak in a movie review.
Yeah, man. But everything is about timing, and I'm glad we're here now because I feel like 2025 is a fresh slate, and it's a fresh new list of movies coming out this year, and we kicking it off with a bang. To start our first movie review of the year, we got Captain America: Brave New World, starring Anthony Mackie and Harrison Ford.
Yeah, honestly, I just found out the passing from the original Ross, William Hurt. Like I didn't know he passed away because I was wondering why did they bring Harrison Ford in. Like I'm not mad at Harrison Ford, great actor. He had a great performance in this movie, but it's like man, such a tragic passing that we lost a legend in the acting.
Yeah, because we seen him in and out throughout the MCU movies over these last 10 years, and he was an integral part. And I feel like he was just about to get his shine finally. And but hey, all those things are out of our control. We just wish him well, rest in peace to the GOAT.
Yeah,
integral part of the Avengers. But I think Harrison Ford was a good replacement. That's a big name you want for this movie. That'll bring people to come see it. You got Indiana Jones in the MCU now,
right? So we missing a mustache, but they made a little joker. They made a little joke about it.
Facts. But hey, before we get into this, I want to talk about the hate this movie been receiving, and it's only been out 2 days. Like this is Sunday while we recording it. This movie has only been out 2 days, and it's been receiving so much hate online. And I just want to say I think that's completely unfair.
Yeah. So for all the people that haven't seen the movie yet, I really advise you to go get your own opinion on the movie because everybody got their own opinions, their own thoughts on it. Don't listen to the critics. Don't listen to the influencers. I'll say just go in with an unbiased mind and expect a solo superhero movie because that's what you get. We don't really get no appearances from no major A-list superheroes. So that's my opinion.
Yeah, you pretty much explained it perfectly, man. There's nothing more we can really say. Let's just get into it. All right, so Captain America: Brave New World follows Sam Wilson as he embraces his role as the new Captain America.
So a while back ago, I said something. Wait, hold on. A while back ago, I said I really don't feel like Anthony Mackie is the new Captain America just yet. I don't feel that. And they tore me a new asshole in the comments. Oh my God. I was not ready for that heat. But let me explain myself. Before this movie came out, when I hear the name Captain America, I didn't think of Anthony Mackie because what Chris Evans did with Captain America from 2014 through 2019, he really embodied the character. He really brought that character to life. So just to take that name and throw it on somebody else. And yes, I've seen Captain America TV series. What was it called?
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
I still don't think that was enough for me to call Anthony Mackie Captain America just yet. And with this movie, after this movie, this is what I was expecting, a solo movie where he's comfortable and he has the confidence to be Captain America. He's not in Steve Rogers' shadow no more. So that's what I was getting at.
Yeah, I feel like in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, he was dancing around the idea of becoming Captain America. He didn't fully take the mantle into the last episode, because he felt like he wasn't worthy, and that him being a black man as the face of America, literally, that's not something that he would want to take on because he don't know how the world will accept that or how he will accept that because that's a lot of pressure on his shoulders.
Right. And we see in the very first scene of Captain America in the Brave New World, he's very comfortable. He's comfortable with the shield. And we saw he got a new suit that kind of resembles Steve Rogers' suit.
Yeah, they got with them ugly ass cows. That neck piece, that shit was so hideous.
Yeah, it was. But I was messing with the suit. Like the suit overall, it was tough. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh yeah, definitely was.
And we see that Sam Wilson got an upgrade from the Wakandans. He got vibranium wings. Whoa, that's
Yeah,
tough.
yeah. Let's get into that first sequence. So, 5 months into Thaddeus Ross's presidency, Sam Wilson, Captain America, and Joaquin, the new Falcon, they have they throw an illegal sale that's going on with Giancarlo Esposito, aka the Sidewinder, and the Serpent Society.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, that first scene, we're introduced to Joaquin. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know what he could be, but
Yeah, he was in the Falcon and Winter Soldier.
really.
Yeah, he was in like 3 episodes. He was like just a lackey, you know. He was part of the U.S. military, but like he was one of the guys that was like idolizing Sam. And then at the end of the show, Sam finally gave him his wings for Falcon. And in the beginning, we finally see him in the Falcon suit, and they completely redid it. And I love the new look.
Yeah, I do too. I knew he was gonna be a likable character off rip, just like the little vibranium jokes he made, and watch him suit up and taking them dudes out on the motorcycle. I'm like,
he's like, man, nobody saw this.
Yeah, I knew I was gonna mess with him.
But I will say, you could tell they reshot some scenes in this because Giancarlo Esposito, his scenes felt like edited in, Like it seemed like they shot that sequence with Sam in the beginning on like maybe a year before. And then because they didn't bring in the Sidewinder character until like 2 years after they shot the movie.
Oh, real? Yeah, a lot of things changed. I heard Seth Rollins was supposed to be in this movie.
Yeah, Seth Rollins he's one of the original villains in this movie. Then that test screen got bad reviews. So they kept rewriting. Tell me, they were shooting this movie like 2 or 3 years. Because I went to a panel with Giancarlo Esposito. It was for Luke Skywalker, aka Mark Hamill. He was like introducing him, but in the beginning he was talking about like his role and all of that. He said he had just talked about just finished filming it, and I'm like, bro, they said they finished filming this 2 years ago.
Damn. Well, I guess they was looking for perfection, and if they had to write out Seth Collins' character, they probably had to write damn their whole. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Who was Seth Rollins? Jesus Christ.
He said Seth Collins.
Collins. I don't even know who that is. But if they had to write out his character, that means they probably had to write a whole new movie.
Facts. So, I guarantee they changed the villain. Yeah, I think they had a completely different villain.
Despite their success, Sidewinder still escapes though.
Yeah, man. I expected him to escape. I feel like that'd just set that character up for some use later down in the movie.
Yeah. Because we really got like a really quick glimpse of what he can do, but Sam kind of like was questioning, is like, why wasn't the buyer there?
And it felt fishy.
It felt fishy. So yeah, that was kind of wrong.
Yeah, and then like later down, we finally we see Isaiah again, Isaiah Bradley, the first Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
And because Sam take Joaquin to a training session. And that you just see the relationship with Sam and Isaiah has just gotten so much better over time. Because if you've seen this in the Falcon and Winter Soldier, Isaiah felt some resentment towards Sam because he felt like he was selling out.
Yeah, and Isaiah knew that Sam knew that he was the first Avenger, and like he was just selling out.
Sam didn't know at first. Like he felt resentment. He felt resentment towards Sam because of the things that he went through. Like he had to do 30 years in jail. Like they were testing.
He was a lab rat. Yeah,
they were testing the serum on him to perfect it for Steve Rogers.
Mm-hmm. It's great. They tested it on like 30. They had 30 super soldiers. 5 of them survived, and out of the 5, it was Isaiah left because the other 4 got killed in combat.
Yep, which is just crazy, man. But I love the introduction of that character and that the fact that they kept him around.
Yeah, I did like the scene when he punched the punching bag off the chain on some Michael Jai White shit.
That training session was funny, man. You just see that that relationship is building between the 3 of them. It's like a little trio becoming.
Yeah, because Isaiah, he say he's not a people person, but Joaquin, he kind of wrote like. Got off on the right way. Wait, pause. Oh, you know what I'm trying to say.
That sentence was going nowhere. Nice.
All right, on to the next.
Sam, Joaquin, and Isaiah attend the party that they were invited to by the president. Yeah, Isaiah kind of has some reservations about that because he know Ross and he know that dude is you know him as a bad person or person that make like a lot of bad decisions. So he didn't really want to go at first, but Sam convinced him. But I did like that little limo scene where we saw them just having fun and drinking and all of
Hmm.
that. But then when they
Yeah.
attend the party, that this the beginning of the end right here.
Yeah, and everything was good at first. They came in, they taking pictures. OG got his nice suit on, so
Yeah.
everything was good. And then we saw Sam Wilson get pulled in the room to talk to Thunderbolt Ross, and nah, not Thunderbolt Ross just
No,
yet.
that is, but that's his name.
Yeah, yeah, that's his name. Yeah, but with the president, and the president asked Sam he should reassemble the Avengers.
Yeah, but what? Well, I'm gonna get to this later. But yeah, he did mention that, but I feel like he wasn't serious about that.
Mm, you don't think so? Why not?
I'm gonna get to that later. I'm gonna get to that later.
Okay, okay, okay. But yeah, that's just kind of like stuck out. They really didn't touch too much on
At
it
all.
rest throughout the film.
When have you heard the Avengers being mentioned besides like a joke or by a fan in a movie? Like, oh, it's the Avengers, you know? Because I
Hmm.
feel like we don't have any Avengers right now, man. There's no marquee character to grab onto to say, oh yeah, you part of the team, you part of the team. I feel like there's gonna
Hmm.
be a bunch of side characters that's just put together with a leader that's the
Right.
face of the team.
Uh-huh. Because the original Avengers, they all had their own thing
All
going on,
solo
but
stories.
AKA did one.
They all have solo stories too.
Yeah, there's not enough good solo stories out right now to have that core Avengers, like.
Yeah. So as everybody gathers in the room for a summit, President Ross introduces that they discovered adamantium.
Hmm. On Celestial Island.
Man, and what this is crazy because adamantium hasn't been mentioned or shown in the MCU since Eternals, and that was in 2021. And it wasn't mentioned, but like it was teased at the end of the movie, and it's crazy that it took 4 years for us to finally like get to this point.
Yeah, the big celestial in middle of the ocean. Cersei actually turned him into stone back in 2021 in the Eternal film, and they kind of just didn't bring it up ever since. So I'm
Let
like,
it go.
yeah, let it go. But it was nice seeing that they touched on that again. So bring that up. So
Because
that's
I think adamantium is going to be a huge part in building a weapon for defense in the upcoming Avengers movies.
and yeah, not apparently it's stronger than vibranium. Like,
Yeah,
man, I didn't
so
know that.
I'm telling you, the potential is large.
Wait, so possibly Wolverine to the MCU? Man.
That's already. You already know the X Men is coming, but let's get rid of the Avengers first before we get into X Men. That's all I'm gonna
Right.
say.
Right. Okay.
All right. So as President Ross is giving this speech, Isaiah Bradley just kicks into this zone and instantly grabs a gun from a soldier and shoots at Thunderbolt Ross.
Yeah. At first I thought it was like, oh man, that's weird because everything was good just a couple moments
Yeah,
ago. But is this like retaliation for like what he put Isaiah through for all those years? Like, but
I was so confused in the moment.
what threw me to like another curveball, there were multiple shooters in the room. Like, this is an inside job, as you can see.
It felt like they were all being controlled, man. Because like what I did notice, like music started playing before all of this went down. It was a song
Hmm.
called "Mr. Blue."
Like, it was a calm, subtle song. So if you hear it, you probably think it's just background noise or something. Like, it's
Right,
elevator music down there.
literally. About like that whole scene, it really felt familiar because I feel like we've seen similar things in Black Widow and Captain America: Winter Soldier because you know the mind control thing,
Hmm.
and I really felt like, oh, are we repeating things?
Yeah, so I remember it was Hydra doing the mind controls in Winter Soldier, but I know Hydra is not around no more. So at that point in the movie, I'm thinking like, could Hydra be back? Can we see an appearance for Bucky anytime soon? Like, what's going on here?
Well, just I feel like I don't know. Was this a part of the movie before the reshoots, like the mind control thing, or was that something that was added later? Because with all the Black Widows in the red rooms, this felt familiar. You know, all the soldiers getting taken. We seen this already.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I really don't know what it was before the reshoots and the re-edits. Like, I would like to know. I would like to
Yeah,
get
me
a
too.
preview.
I think the rumors were saying it has something to do like Israeli conflict, and they had to change it because everything that's going on over there.
Mm. Okay. All right. So right after that, you see Sam Wilson go check in on the president, and you see he just storming the room with questions.
Man, because he knew something was up, man. And then like you could just tell the president was like hiding his card the whole time.
Like you could tell something was off.
Yeah.
And he threw it in his face. He was like, "You're not Steve Rogers." And Sam Wilson been having like insecurities about that, like fighting that narrative.
Oh God, he called him son. He was like, he ain't your damn son."
That's damn near calling him like
Nah,
boy.
but like one of the more interesting parts of this, we did see Thunderbolt Ross. I keep calling him Thunderbolt Ross. We did see him take a pill.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Like,
So
and we just kind of
I was
like,
curious about those pills. I thought it was a Tic Tac at first. Then I'm like, all right, the way he taking it, you being too secretive with a Tic Tac.
but in that scene, we are also introduced to the president's head of security, Agent Batarath.
Batsaroff.
Batsaroff. Okay, yeah, I got the pronunciation wrong, but
Yeah, I've never heard of this character ever in my life, so this is just a brand new introduction to me, and you really felt her presence when she started talking.
yeah, she did a little short self. I'm dang.
Yeah,
But hey, you saw she was on point when they tried to assassinate the president. You saw she was one of the first people to pop up besides Sam. So I knew she had some guts. I knew she got some guts to her.
yeah, I definitely like that character. You felt her confidence. But Sam, he knew something was up this whole time because once he went back to his headquarters or his home, him and Joaquin started their own personal investigation because he felt like something was up. He had Joaquin tap into the CCTV at the White House, and that's where we seen that Isaiah got a phone call or something, and the flashes started happening on his screen, and then we started seeing everybody else in the room. Phones started flashing.
So that was fishy in itself, right there. And then after that, you see Sam go to the prison to visit Isaiah to see what he remembers. And Isaiah don't remember much after taking that picture.
That was a emotional scene. You saw a broken man, and I think I don't know the actor name that played Isaiah, but man, he played that scene so well. You really felt for him in that scene.
Yeah, you can see a PTSD got triggered for him being in that cell. Because he was in there for 30 years. It's like a lab rat essentially, and like, yeah, he ain't want to be there.
Man,
so.
I like And then when he told Sam, he was like, "Don't come back." And I was like, "Damn, he giving up." So on Sam's way back from the prison, he's ambushed by the side window.
Yeah, he is, and that was a crazy side bus. He machine gun to that windshield, threw a Bardane in there.
Bro, ain't no way in hell he jumped out of that car that fast. Ain't no way in hell, bro, because dude lit that car up and threw the grenade instantly. Like, what? Didn't even think about it. That clip was empty. Yeah, eat a grenade.
And he was confident. He was like, "Yeah, he's done. I'm gonna see you the proof right now." And then Sam Wilson came out of nowhere.
Man. That was a good fight scene, man. When he took that axe to the stomach, I was like, "Hey, what are we doing here, bro?" Right? A axe to the stomach, that's chopping you in half. But then they later explained he was wearing Kevlar.
Yeah, I was confused myself. I'm like, what the fuck?
Bro,
like, he ain't got no super serum or nothing.
He took a knife right here. That's like literally right next to your pumper, bro.
Yeah, it's like one hit an artery, you done. Like,
yeah, man. So that didn't make any sense to me. But yeah, he knew something was up after that because who was trying to take him out? And he traced the phone call back to this lab, and him and Joaquin go to the lab, and that's when they find out that it's Samuel Stern behind all of this, and he was doing research on all the guests at the party before he even hacked into the phones and brainwashed all of them. Like he specifically picked certain people out. Like
and we saw the president files in there and like as one of them. So as Sam going through them, he was like he's seeing brain scans and all these different tests they ran on. It's not really making sense at the moment, but that's when we see
Dr. Stern, the pills. He finds the pills.
That's where he got the pills from. He did, yeah. The good thing he ended up taking those with him, and Dr. Stern ended up revealing, coming to the light.
Yeah,
And
man. And when he his reveal was crazy. Shout out to Tim Blake Nelson, a great actor. Man, when he walked on, I just seen like his brain. I was like, oh my god. Then they
mm,
explained like the gamma radiation. I'm like, wow. It you could tell it affects different people, different
mhm.
ways.
Yeah, because we later on found out how they were using the gamma on them. But yeah, that's for the future.
Yeah,
But
man.
yeah, we see he kind of lead Joaquin and Sam into an ambush essentially.
But he did say he was like, not too many people surprised me, Sam. He was like, I knew it was an 89% chance that if I had Isaiah ambushed in the prison, that you were gonna go back and try to help him, but you still came here after me.
Yeah, because you saw as Sam and Joaquin in the car, Joaquin was like, "Should we go back?" Sam, nah, we need to keep going, stay
You
on this
feel me?
mission. Uh-huh. So
Uh,
that was a smart play by Sam.
Man, but yeah, you could dude was playing all the percentages in his head of every situation, everything. Like this man is just some like type of super genius.
Yeah, so it was like I'm confused because even the Sidewinder said something in him and Sam's fight. He was like, the buyer said you have a 80% chance if you survive this, you're gonna
It was
ask
seven
like,
seven.
yeah, 70 is crazy. You remember that? Yeah. So and it was like, damn, this dude like a genius or something? He giving probabilities out?
But
Like, what is he, a calculus
yeah,
teacher?
man, that was crazy, bro. You could just tell he researched Sam before even like executing this entire plan.
Yeah, so you can tell this dude got a
Yeah,
lot of pull where he at. If he brainwashing all these people, he got all this information, making these
facts.
educated guess. Yeah,
Yeah, but
he advanced.
yeah, that was a good fight scene when he left and thought that all his men was gonna kill him. Yeah, with the tasers and all of that. Like, I think
Hmm.
Sam and Joaquin definitely handled business. You seen Sam could hold his own without the suit, and that he got
Facts.
way better at using the shield.
Yeah, I was like, he's really comfortable with the shield
Yep.
now. And I feel like that shield is a part of him now. That's what makes me see Anthony Mackie as Captain America now, because that shield is a part of Captain
Facts,
America. And he
man.
really embodied that. But also in that fight scene, we see the head of security, Batsaroff, come into in the lair, and she helps Sam and Joaquin fight their
Yep.
way out of it. And then we also see some of her guards are brainwashed.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah, but like we didn't know that at first because once she bring them out, they were immediately cuffed because she was supposed to bring them back to custody. And you seen the guys like in the bulletproof vest, all the FBI guys and the military guys, and then all of a sudden that Mr. Blue song starts playing out of the walkie-talkie, and everybody just switch into mode. Sam knew immediately. You like, give me, like, uncuff me now,
coming
now.
ASAP. Yeah. So luckily they getting away and they escape to this like secret like base or prison or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then that's where we see fuck Sidewalker.
Sidewinder. Why you keep talking Sidewalker?
Shit, I don't know. All right. They go to this prison or this base, and we see they have the Sidewinder, in custody. And before we get to the dialogue with the Sidewinder, Sam gives a guard these pills, like, hey, do some research on these because we still trying to figure out what are they.
All right. This is the problem I was having because any person with a brain already pieced together that Thunderbolt Ross is getting the pills from Stern. Thunderbolt Ross has been held at that security facility by not Thunderbolt Ross. Stern's been held at a security facility by Thunderbolt Ross. Like I feel
Mm-hmm.
like all of these pieces are coming together like throughout the movie, but they still have this scene where Giancarlo Esposito had to explain everything that's going on right now. Like that scene served. I ain't gonna say it served no purpose, but you could have just let the things play out and that scene not have that scene in the movie at all. We still would have understood what was going on.
Yeah, I feel like that scene was a double meaning too, because I feel like we're going to see the Sidewinder again in the future because
Yeah.
he didn't get life, and he said, "When we break out, I'm coming for you, Sam." So that
That
kind of set,
that was the only purpose it served.
and we kind of got like a little bit more detail on what the president was using Stern for. Because we found out he gave him double dose of the gamma, which kind of really like messed him up, made him into the monster that he is, and he was using his brains to like make weapons and draw plans.
But then why do we need to know that again when the army guy found out after he sent the pills in for Sam? Why do we need to find that out again?
So damn, I don't.
Like at that point, we already knew that Stern was helping Ross.
Yeah, but we just got more into detail about it.
But then I see. I got some more problems. Got some more, but I'm loving. I was loving the movie at this point, though. I'm not talking down about it. It's just like small things.
Right. I feel you. I feel you. Like stuff we didn't need it. We didn't really need it. It's not bad that we got it.
Yeah, but all of that threw a wrench in Stern's plans. He was mad at this point. So, like, his only card was to try to ruin the treaty between all the countries in the United States over the adamantium.
Especially between Japan and America. Because the Japan president really thought the American president, like, stole that. Wait, he paid the CIA. No, wait, damn. How did that play out?
He think like the whole Captain America grabbing the adamantium from the side window was like a whole ploy, that it was a setup just to get them on their side.
Yeah, and you saw the Japan president is sending some of his troops, because you see the American president sending some of his troops, and then we see the American troops go rogue. The Mr. Blue song start playing. The Japanese, they don't know this. They don't know like what's going on in America. People are being brainwashed. They just see people are coming to attack them, even though they're supposed to be allies or something.
Yeah, but at this point, they can only react.
Yeah, exactly. So that's when we see Captain America come in and kind of like save the day. And I really like this scene because
it was a great scene.
Great fucking scene. They really put them vibranium wings to use.
And then he got an air mask now. Like he finally got an air mask, because like anybody with a brain wonder, how do you breathe when you flying that high, bro, with no mask?
Yeah, like this is not humanly possible. He's not he's human just like us.
Literally, bro. So I did like that update to the suit.
Yeah. And then we also see Joaquin take a real big fall.
Man. A rookie mistake. It was bound to happen.
I'm not gonna lie, that scene kind of reminded me of War Machine and Captain America: Civil War. You remember when?
Yeah, but that not the same though, because Joaquin got injured by making a mistake on his own. He tried to go cowboy and save the day, and messed up when he tried to do a cool move like Sam.
Yeah, same. And then Captain America: Civil War, there was Vision wasn't paying attention and stuff, but just watching them fall and stuff.
Yeah. Like, definitely parallels. Definitely some parallels.
Yeah. But
that whole scene just kept elevating. It was getting better and better. I feel like that was some of the best aerial action sequences we ever seen in the MCU, like flying sequences, because you got the pilots and you got Sam, just a lot of air action going on.
Like I say, they were really putting on wings to use. We see he's literally cutting the jets with his wings,
man. Like he was at one point, he jumped on top of one of the missiles and was like surfing and went underwater.
and then the Japanese, they finally see that Sam is actually trying to help them, and so they fall back, and
But during this whole time, Stern was talking to Ross on the phone as everything is going down. Ross is getting like more frustrated and frustrated. He was like, yeah, let that anger build up inside you. Let it out. And like, we just slowly see him turning into Red Hulk. Like he started squeezing the pipe. And it was such a slow burn. But my problem is, why, like, I get why would they let the Red Hulk reveal play out in the movie, because it's an important piece and you don't want to just give it away right away. But why was he such an important piece of the promo if the character wasn't that prominent in the movie?
Because it put ass in seats. Like that's it. Ass in seats. There's no way to it. But because you did a trailer reaction. Oh shit, Red Hulk.
Yeah, bro. That was definitely the highlight of the trailer. But it's like, I felt like we were cheated in a way, but not like cheated like, oh, I wanted this to be a Red Hulk movie. I feel like we were cheated that they made this seem like it was set out to be Captain America versus Red Hulk, when in reality it was like a whole other villain in this movie.
You know what I call this? I call this the Drew Barrymore method. Go back to Scream 1. You see Drew Barrymore in front of the poster. You see how everyone. Next thing you know, she getting off in the first 5 minutes.
Facts. Hey, that's a great comparison. But Sam said today, so he didn't fully turn into Red Hulk, but we got close.
Yeah, we got it. It was a good teaser to like what's coming. So yeah, I like that.
Yeah, me too.
So we get to a point where Sam finally confronts Ross about like what's really going on, you know? And then that's what we found out at that moment that Ross was using Stern to help him to make pills because his heart was failing.
Yeah, man. I feel like he tried to play the sympathy angle to Sam because he still didn't reveal everything,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah,
just enough to get Sam back on his side.
yeah, because like Sam was like, I saw your files, I saw the tests, like your scans of your
Like,
brain.
like, like this shit ain't making sense. Like something going on.
And we found out Ross was taking these pills so he can be there for his daughter because as we know his wife just recently passed
Yep.
and he want to build that relationship back up
Yeah,
with
and
his
then, and
daughter.
then and then we see a picture of Betty.
Yeah, and you pointed that out. She's from the
Yeah,
2008 Hawk movie.
yeah, man. So it's like that. I guess that's canon now.
Yeah, and that what made me figure out this is actually canon. President Ross actually brought up the fight between the Hulk and Abomination.
Yep, in
I'm like,
Harlem.
oh yeah, I'm like,
Man,
damn, this is canon. Okay.
man, that's crazy. So that just makes me think like, all right, so the Hulk universe is slowly being incorporated into the
Mhm.
MCU. Can we finally get a Hulk story? God damn.
What's we really need because Hulk really never got his own story. Like he always been like a side story in every movie. To think about Avengers: Age of Ultron or Thor: Ragnarok, he always been like a side character in there.
Literally,
Like,
bro. And it's getting annoying to this point because the Hulk is such a powerful character, like one of the most important characters, like one of the most dangerous characters, but he was so minimized. Like we forgot how dangerous and ruthless this man really is.
yeah, especially in Infinity War after they combine like the smarts with the muscles, and it's like this is not the Hulk we used to. Like this
No,
is
bro.
no Endgame. Excuse me.
Endgame, yeah, Infinity
Yeah,
War. They took his balls. They made him look like
yeah.
he just didn't want to fight anymore.
Right after Thanos packed his ass up, we ain't see his ass the rest of the movie. Like crazy.
Hey, man,
But I hope we do. I really, really hope we do. Just like we got the Spider-Man, like all them canon. I really hope we get that with the Incredible Hulks.
come on, Disney, cough up the money. All right, so now we at the point where Stern, he got no more moves to make. So he just finally lay all the cards on the table and he confronts Sam and tell us again that he was the one making the pills for Ross when we already heard this shit twice in the movie. He killed the soldier for trying to call Sam, and then you walk up to Sam and tell him the same thing, bro.
Essentially, yeah, but they just trying to make it realistic as
Bro, but
possible, like
do we need to hit this 4 times?
nah. But I feel like that just played into that dialogue because we also found out that his real goal was trying to bring out the Red Hulk
Yeah,
and
because he
smash.
was giving him more gamma.
That's what he's doing this whole entire time. Like the pills, Zoe Gamma, like and he was trying to bring it out. So he wasn't even just trying to start a war between the Americans and the Japanese. He was just trying to bring in the Red Hawk, just have
Yeah,
him smash.
he's trying to ruin Ross' legacy because he kept him prisoner for 16 years.
So
And that's exactly what he did, man. That anger built up to the point where President Ross was doing the press conference just like normal. Then he was getting a lot of tough questions about everything that was going on, and he couldn't answer those questions.
and then shit, that's when we saw the red. What did you think about this? What did you think about the Red Hawk?
Uh, I liked it, man. I don't know. I feel like Avengers 2012 Hulk looked so much better CGI wise, but
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it. Like I think it had similar features to Harrison Ford, so they didn't like go too crazy with creating an alien or something like that. But I
Right.
believed it. I feel like this was such an angrier Hulk. What the Incredible Hulk should be.
Yeah, as he should. Like, I don't really feel like they dove into like what the Red Hulk can like actually like do because apparently like each color Hulk has different like strengths or so,
Yeah.
and we didn't really see much with this Hulk, but hopefully we see him again. But the fight scenes were amazing. Saw Sam go toe to toe with the Red Hulk.
Yeah, man. Let's talk about that real quick, man, because I feel like that scene it was important, but I enjoyed it. But I think if it hadn't gone on, it was a perfect. That fight was the perfect amount of time because if it hadn't gone on longer, Sam would have been dead. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
100%. Like after he lost his one of his wings, he ended up losing both of his wings, so he can't
Yeah,
even fly no more. And you saw the vibranium hit the gamma radiation, and you said what was it, like a chemical
yeah,
reaction or
yeah. There was like a radiation explosion.
yeah, then his
Man,
ass up. Like I,
man, but that fight scene was tough though. Like you saw Sam being crafty, stabbing him with the wings and all of that, but it was only so much he can do against Incredible Hulk, bro.
right, and he said he was like Bucky was full of shit. Should have taken the
I swear to
serum.
God, bro. Hey, that's definitely a black person thing. Like, hey, man.
Right.
That fight scene ended up ending because Sam talked him down. He brought his anger down to a neutral level, and he was able to turn back into human. And then we saw the body of an 83-year-old man that looked like the body of an 83-year-old man.
Hey, don't go on my man Harrison like
Hey,
that,
nah,
man.
that's the goat. That's the goat.
Man, but yeah, we saw like it kind of resembled like the old because you remember I think it was the 2008 Hulk.
Yeah.
As his wife approached him, like he became vulnerable to it, and we
Yeah,
saw him like
but
shrink down.
Sam, like, he lured him into the field that he used to take his daughter on walks, the Rose field,
Mhm.
to
Yeah.
like to try to make it all look familiar to him.
It didn't work at first, but I
Yeah,
guess like Sam, he actually had a face-to-face talk
yeah,
with him, and
yeah.
shit
Once
that
he
worked
once he
after
brought
that.
up Betty, he was like, "What would Betty think?" And that
Exactly.
was what did it.
That was it. Yeah.
But man, eventually he's taken into custody, and Sam has another face to face with him, and he still call him Sir, which I feel like he giving him too much respect.
Yeah, I feel like that's who Captain America is, though. Like,
Yeah,
the a man of integrity. Like, he always shows respect to somebody, even if he just put him through hell. And I feel like President Ross, he kind of owned up to his actions
yeah.
now. And with him being in the cell, he said he wants what's best for America, and what's best for America is him in that cell. And did you know that cell was the same? That jail thing was in
So
Civil War.
Civil War, yeah, same place they was
Hmm.
holding all the soups. Yeah, I did notice that. I think that was a good little Easter egg to have in there.
Yeah,
And like another good part of this movie, Betty Ross had a cameo. Liv Tyler,
yeah. It was short, but it was nice to see like
man,
all this is canon.
man, like
So
literally, like just these worlds coming together. It's so good to see because she hasn't played that character in what 20 years.
damn near, damn near.
And
So
man, she still look good.
yeah,
And
she do. But and then Sam go to the hospital to check on Joaquin. He's beat up and everything, checking on him, and you see they have like a heart to heart moment
yeah,
right
this
there.
was my favorite scene in the entire movie.
Oh yeah, you think so? Why's that?
Because it was so important because I feel like throughout this whole movie we never understood why Sam wanted to be Captain America. Like I feel like he was doing it because he was past the mantle and he didn't really have a why. And I feel like in this scene he gave us his why, and that was like my favorite line in the whole movie. He said, like, I gotta stay on point because if I don't, everybody that's fighting to get to this table, like they gonna fall. Like they gonna look at me as a bad example. And I think that just represents so much because him and Joaquin was sort of having a conversation about them being minorities, but they didn't
Hmm.
really say it because it's an MCU movie.
Right,
Like
exactly.
Joaquin
So
was saying, yeah, where I come from, Miami, like just say, urban Spanish community, like you could just say that. But
hmm
they both was having a heart to heart, like, no, coming from where we come from, we're not supposed to be here. We're not supposed to be superheroes.
right, and I feel like this is a way to introduce the new Captain America right here. Because, like I said, a black Captain America. So he's really embodying that the chip he got, the weight he got on his shoulders right now, and said, "This is for my people right here, and
Yeah.
we gonna do this for your people too. So we for to lift each other up." And that was a good symbolism right there. Yeah.
Man, literally, it just shows you that he's fully embraced the role of Captain America. Like he understands it now. Like what Lethal Shooter say? I get it now. I understand it now.
I understand it now. Now you finna go do something crazy next.
But then
But
he reiterated that I think it's time to put the Avengers back together.
Mhm.
But now I wanted to mention that because Thunderbolt Ross brought that up early in the movie, but it was never mentioned again by him. Like literally, like he brought up, "Oh, I want you to get the Avengers back together." He gets shot at. Oh yeah, you fired.
Essentially, yeah. So I'm thinking like, oh, is this a teaser? You know, we might get Thor back because he's still lurking in the MCU. We might get Hawkeye back, or like we might get something, but nope, nothing. Like,
Nothing, bro. Like, what the?
but in that post-credit scene, Dr. Stern kind of hints at a multiverse like saga. Like
he said, I've seen it all.
On some Doctor Strange stuff. I've seen 13 million views and 13 million possibilities. Nah.
Man, I just show you that he has some type of intergalactic like wars coming, man. And I'm ready because I'm excited to see Secret Wars because I want to see that comic play out in real life.
100%, yeah. But I feel like there's not enough solo movies to just dump that out yet.
Yeah, we don't have any characters that we care about.
Right, exactly. Like we still got Tom Holland out there. We still got Thor out. Tom Holland, Chris Evans out there. Not Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth. But
man, who, Black Panther. But come on now,
I love Shuri.
I love Shuri, but like she's a bona fide side character.
Yeah, exactly. So with the tragic passing of Chadwick, so I feel like they was kind of forced to play that card.
Man, they should have gave it to Michael B. Jordan, bro.
Nah,
they could have gave Killmonger a redemption story, man, something, bro.
Hopefully, yeah. But overall, what would you give this movie?
I would give this movie, I want to say a 7.5 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is a solid entry into Anthony Mackie's Captain America world, and I feel like he fully embracing it. Like he really has presence on screen, and he like great chemistry with other characters, but. Like the most important part to me is like he gives off the leader vibes now. I really feel like he can lead a team of superheroes now.
100%. Actually, I'm gonna talk to the fans. This is a good solo superhero movie. Solo. I feel like Infinity War messed up so many people's heads.
Like every movie not gonna be like that. That movie had a $350 million budget. It had every single superhero movie. Every single superhero character you can name. Like stop comparing every comic book movie to that because it's not gonna live up to that.
Yeah, so it's like just compare this. Don't even compare it. Just look at it as probably like Captain America, the first Avenger. Like just look at it like that because that was still a good movie. It was a solo superhero movie, and this is an introduction to Anthony Mackie's Captain America solo superhero.
Anthony Mackie's.
Yeah. You know what I mean? They know what I mean. They know what I meant. But this is a great solo. Like the action scenes was on point. CGI was great. The little Easter eggs. I love all the little Easter eggs.
Definitely a good movie, man. Like, I know I was complaining about certain things, but that's just small shit. That's editing shit. Like, having the same character, having characters repeat the same shit and all that. That's small things. But overall, I enjoyed this movie. I feel like it was really good, and a lot could potentially happen after this movie in this world.
Yeah, because like they introduced the Red Hulk. We might see Dr. Stern again. We definitely
see Sidewinder again.
Yeah, So. Exactly. So I'm gonna give this like a 7 or 7.5 out of 10, just like you, because it can set up greater things in the future.
But all right, that's gonna do it for us today, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook and YouTube at Infamous Ghost Podcast, and you can follow us on Instagram at Infamous Ghost Pod.
And you can follow us on Twitter and TikTok at Infamous Ghosts. But till then, we catch y'all next time.
Peace.